Hey guys, it is currently 3:05 in the morning on December 15th, but we're going to go ahead and talk about the 8th through the 14th for work in progress stuff. I'm still working on catching up on editing all of the other work in progress videos, so that way you can start seeing these hopefully before the end of the year. At this point I have all of the September videos edited, and I'm going to start editing the October videos tonight. And then once I get through all of those, we'll be on to December. And then maybe we can get back to daily videos when it comes to filming, but we'll see. But December 8th, I wrote 468 words in Pittman's Legend Valiant Fighter, 736 in King of Darkness, edited 2 work in progress videos, 1,790 in the ABC Killer, 104 in Thundering Hooves, 532 in TE, 1,040 in TFL, 400 in PRV, 372 in The Abduction of the Jensens, 346 in Beatings from a Butcher, and that brought my total for day 8 to 5,788 words. By total, I mean total written that day, not like the total for the month so far. December 9th, 1,342 words written in Beatings from a Butcher, 322 in Photographs and Memories, 144 in Books and Badges, 214 in Graham, 254 in Z, 218 in Pittman's Legend Valiant Fighter, 1,178 in some legal terms research, 1,238 in King of Darkness, 842 in the ABC Killer, 120 in Thundering Hooves, 392 in TE, and that brought my total for day 9 to 6,264. I don't remember what I was doing that day, but based on the word count, it seems that day 9 went well, which is great because day 10 did not. 178 in TFL, 406 in PRV, 2,690 in Abduction of the Jensens, and that brought my total for the day to 3,274. I think on day 10, most of the slowness was that I tried to write as many words as I could in Abduction of the Jensens to finish it by the 15th, which is just impossible at this point. But things are just slow there, so it took me like many hours to write those 2,600 words, give or take. But forcing myself not to, or not allowing myself to move on to a different book when things started slowing down there just wasn't working. December 11th, I edited 5 work in progress videos, wrote 6,356 words in Untitled Mystery Scenes, 132 words in Beatings from a Butcher, 152 in Photographs and Memories, 408 in Books and Badges, 288 in Graham, 408 in Z, and 152 in Pittman's Legend Valiant Fighter, which brought my total for December 11th to 7,896 words. December 11th seems to have gone well in that case. December 12th. I worked on several things here more than once, but I'll just give you the total word counts for each one rather than going through every single one that I worked on multiple times, several times. Makes things go a little faster. Where is that? There we go. King of Darkness wrote 1,118 words. That was the one I started on. 1,456 words in Legal Terms Research, 524 in the ABC Killer, 16 in Thundering Hooves. Things are super slow there. 292 in TE, 462 in TFL, 148 in PRV, 92 in Abduction of the Jensens, 1,682 in Untitled Mystery Scenes, 112 in Beatings from Butcher, 60 words in Photographs and Memories, 92 in Books and Badges, 126 in Graham, 310 in Z, 372 in Pittman's Legend Valiant Fighter, and that brought my total for the day to 6,862. December 13th and 14th, I was in a ton of pain. If you're not new here, you know that I'm constantly in pain. I live with a ton of joint pain. I suffer from a lot of headaches. I have trouble sleeping, so generally when I do finally wake up, I've been asleep on and off for several hours, and then I'm dizzy when I wake up. I have a headache, sound echoes in my head, and then in addition to all of that, I just live with a ton of joint pain, and I have for about 2 years maybe at this point, give or take. But December 13th, the pain in my left knee suddenly flared up. and I was in intense pain all day. I was in intense pain all of December 14th, too. Slept like garbage both of those days, went to bed well after noon both of those days, and then slept until well after 9 or 10 because it took me forever to fall asleep. I couldn't stay asleep. I tossed and turned all night, or morning, afternoon, something. So things just didn't go well, but I did my best to write those days. It just wasn't great. And today, December 15th, I'm still in pain, just slightly less than the 13th and 14th, which is definitely a plus. It's normalized it's normalized closer to my normal level of pain, but it's still definitely there. And my knee is swollen, which I can tell based on the compression braces that I wear. Normally I have to pull them up, but I haven't had to adjust to the one on my knee for over 48 hours, which means that my knee has been swollen for the majority of that time. But the compression braces help the pain a little bit, so that's something. But December 13th, 456 words in King of Darkness, 1,324 in Untitled Mystery Scenes, 260 in The ABC Killer, 68 in Thundering Hooves, 216 in TE, 326 in TFL, 272 in PRV, and 2,044 in research, and that brought my total for day 13, or December 13th, to 4,966. December 14th, again, still in pain there, and my anxiety has had a really great flare-up the last several days. I had to call into the clinic to finally, again, try to schedule an appointment with the specialist that I've been recommended to, which is a rheumatologist, and I had to call in, and then she had to call the nurse, and then the nurse had to call me back, and then I'm supposed to wait for a call from the rheumatologist, receptionist, whatever, in the rheumatology department, and I haven't gotten a call yet, but whenever I'm expecting one, which is only on the weekdays, I have to turn the sound on my phone on, which also interrupts my sleep, because then every time I get a phone call from a spam number, it rings and wakes me up too, but it's the only way that I can make sure that I get the call whenever it comes in, which hasn't happened yet, so, again, if you've been here a while, you know that I have a lot of anxiety, in general, but it's very amped up in response to phone calls and doctor's appointments and stuff like that. But yeah, I've been doing my best just to do writing in between that. But December 14th, 550 words in legal terms research, 126 in the abductions of the Jensens, 198 in beatings from a butcher, 434 in photographs and memories, 300 in books and badges, 82 in Graham, 406 in Z, or Voice of the Wild Places Z, 266 in Pittman's Legend Valiant Fighter, 206 in King of Darkness, 602 words written in notes transferred to note cards, which is like this stuff, which is my notes for Z, that is still being moved to note cards, but since I'm having such a hard time tapping into my characters and their stories, I've been trying to do that whenever my knuckles and my wrists can handle it, but you know, that's slow too. 284 words in the ABC Killer, 348 in Thundering Hooves, and that brought my total for December 14th to 3,802 words. Total written for the month so far is 62,622 words, which for December 14th is 17,766 words behind where I should be at this point. Things haven't been great this month so far. I didn't raise my goal that much when it comes to the daily goal. November, I think my goal was 5,700 words a day, and this month it's 5,742 words a day. It wasn't a huge adjustment, but this month hasn't been great thus far. I've had several pain flare-ups. I've had several anxiety flare-ups. In general, I haven't been sleeping super great. because of phone calls and anxiety and pain and whatever. And generally when I'm anxious, sometimes I can still write fine, and other times it deeply affects my writing, and makes it basically impossible to do any writing with my actual characters. And that seems to be the case so far this month. But I'm hoping that I can make a really nice comeback here in the second half of the month, which technically this is still the first half, but by the time you get another video, it will be the second half of me filming anyway. But I'm just hoping that things eventually pick up. I feel like every time I get a leg up, and I've never been ahead of the goal yet at this point, but every time that I get a leg up on catching up, the next day I don't even meet the minimum goal, you know, for pain or anxiety or having to sleep in because of the pain and the interrupted sleep, but I'm working on it. I would still love to meet the 178,000 word goal. I base a lot on numbers. Numbers help me see things more clearly and see progress more clearly. So I would love to still meet it, but if I can't, that's okay. Maybe I'll change the goal. Who knows? But either way, that is all that I have for the second week of December. If you guys enjoyed this video, it's mostly just numbers at this point. If I get back to daily videos, I'll go into more depth about my writing and what I'm actually working on that day and stuff like that. But for now, numbers just kind of have to suffice until I catch up on editing. But if you enjoyed this video, a like is always appreciated, and if you'd like to stay updated on my writing, my editing, the gaming videos I upload roughly every Friday, anything that I do on this channel in between, feel free to subscribe. All the links to my authors pages, as well as links to my social media, are in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.